Hello and welcome to the live stream. We are doing the final set of bingo tasks today. If I take a look at the card, we have only about 7 more things to accomplish. A couple of these we can knock out really quickly today, such as the diamond spreading, the actually drinking the potion, and we're gonna make efforts and strides towards things like pets, Dolphin, ink sac collection, getting that stuff done on stream. The remaining 2, which are minion goals, will probably be accomplished off stream. We have made good strides towards the iron ingot collection, and we may do a little bit of that manually, looking into getting golden goblins. Although, for the first time in quite a while, we do have a timer kind of ticking down on us. In about 3.5 hours, I'd like to get through most of the goals and end off the stream so that I can pivot over to doing the mining fiesta. I don't want to be on bingo during the mining fiesta. I would prefer to make money. With that, I'm going to notify the Discord about my live stream. If you want to be notified of future streams, join the Discord down in the description. Or you can also subscribe with notifications on, whatever you prefer. And as soon as I get this posted, we'll begin the stream. Up into stream notifications, stream ping, and there we go. Alright, there's a lot of mobs. I think I'll go claim my minion items later. I don't think anything here is really... Yeah, I don't think I need to claim much of anything. Even the chicken minion isn't full. Get me out of there. Since we do not have a God Splash going right now, we can actually use Elixir. We're just going to have to go through their dialogue. And we can drink this tonic potion for a bingo goal. Since mainly all that we need from fishing right now is the effects that a tonic will give us. So we're going to get this splash. We're going to craft some bait as well. We're going to start off the night by using all of our ink sacs to craft up some dark bait, but we can look into minnow and or glowy chum bait later on. So if I dump a bunch of money into raw fish collection, and then we're also going to want to get the angler armor set. We'll get the boots too. So we're going to retire these squid boots, and then end armor can exist on a whole different slot now. So ideally we're fishing in squid armor, angler, this stuff here, and then we're swapping over to kill anything that's annoying with the end armor. But we're probably just going to stay on angler armor. I don't see us swapping over. And then if we craft up a bunch of dark bait, this should last us throughout most of our squid fishing right now. I'm actually going to check somewhere online. Hypixel Spider's Den Rain Timer. Apparently this is a GitHub page. Next rain in 35 minutes. So we've got plenty of time to do some park fishing and do tonic fishing there. Let me crack open the stream chat so that I can keep up with any live viewers. Alright. And with that, we should be ready to go warp park. Now this is a pretty empty lobby, but I'm not going to be complaining. The randomly spawning squids, I can kill those to also get ink sacs, but I don't think it counts towards dolphin sea creature kills. Alright, chug the potion. There's one goal. And then that definitely gives us like 5 ink sacs per one of those squids that I kill. Oh, I only bought a minute of rain. I might want to buy a little bit more than that. Oh, yay, a fairy soul. If I get through the initial fairy soul treasures, then I can actually fish up prismarine shards. Enchanted prismarine as a treasure drop. See, that's why we want rain. It's night squid during the middle 8 AM of Skyblock daytime. That's good for us. And we're going to dump all of our money into rain. It doesn't particularly matter. As long as the day counter doesn't have us resetting the lobby, we should get some benefit out of that. And in all honesty, the main thing that we're looking towards is 250 sea creature kills. The squids and the ink sac collection kind of just comes with the territory, especially if I'm killing the random spawn squids, like what's going on here. We're gonna get plenty of them. I may want to go to the hub and get Depth Strider on my boots, because this is a little painful. But that'll have to be something after the rain, since I purchased all of this. And I also do like the private lobby that we have going right now, so I'm not really eager to leave it. Okay, so knowing that I can kill the squids that are lower health at least, I may want to cast my rod over towards these naturally spawned ones. Even if that doesn't get me surface light, it's not like my bobber is quick with fishing anyways. Over here. I'm just gonna keep on playing the cast the bobber at the naturally spawning squid game here. See, that might be YouTube meta-analysis. Just start saying a bunch of popular trends and topics. Squid game. Yeah, I'm all out. I don't have anything that I can relevantly connect to fishing unless I want to just start spouting off trending topics in hopes that the transcript picks something up. Squid. Yeah. An overall ink sac collection comes pretty quickly, so I think overall the main hindrance is going to be sea creature chance. I only get one about a third of my catches, so we're going to have a significant bit of downtime there between when my rod actually picks something up and when I actually get a sea creature. No fault of the rod itself, it's got all the enchants that I really need on it. It's just there's not much you can do to improve fishing past getting the gear, getting the setup, and the squid hat is gonna help with ink collection, but I probably don't even really need to care about ink sac collection, since if we're looking here, I'm already 236 ink sacs in. The only way to check your sea creature progression is to check on Skycrypt. Unfortunately, the milestone tracker here under fishing for the pet, it doesn't show up until you get the common pet. And since the common pet is all that we need, there is no accurate tracker. I can kind of understand they don't want to spoil the surprise of, oh, you get a dolphin pet, but one, it's pretty well known in the game already that there's a dolphin pet and you get it through fishing. It'd just be convenient to have when you're getting the dolphin pet show up. And two, maybe a possible way to work around the surprise factors, maybe you have like a obfuscated text similar to Sea Creature Guide. Like, I know this is a water hydra. It's the water hydra head. But you obfuscate the text, and we can at least pretend it's a surprise in the menu. So maybe something similar for the Dolphin Pet milestone, like, oh, you are this amount in. Maybe it shows you, like, you are 100 out of 250 to getting something that is obfuscated. Or maybe it obfuscates the goal that you have to get towards. So you're 100 out of certain amount to get also mystery reward. Either way, I think, like, hiding the information from the player but keeping it on API is just a little bit weird. And it's something where if I scraped the API myself, it would probably update faster than the Skycrypt page would update. Because a lot of the Skycrypt, the benefit of having a large platform like Skykrypt is you're able to show a large amount of profiles, but the Hypixel API, it wants you to cache the information, and I want current information on how much I have fished up, and I can either get that from in-game, or I can try using a third-party program to figure out through the API how many sea creatures I've fished up on the profile. So these squids that I'm killing right now that naturally spawn due to park rain, those don't actually count towards the Dolphin Pet progression, but they do give me ink sacs, which count towards the ink sac collection. And once I get completely done with ink sacs, I can pivot over to the Spider's Den, just full-time pivot over to the Spider's Den, and then I have a higher chance of getting the Guardian, the Sea Guardians that show up there. There's a couple of other things that I'm going to need to do tonight. Swapping and putting down minions is one of those big ones. I think that I'll be... after this rain goes away in this lobby, I'm going to be collecting minions and then going back to my island to place down the pig minion, especially, and the rabbit minion for a short period of time as well. Those will both unlock one of the pets for me. Last night, after the stream ended, I managed to get a lion pet. It took me about 40 minutes of manually grinding cows. Glad I didn't have to stream that. That was painful. And you can leverage the Abaphone contact for a Ringo to see what pets are going to show up ahead of time, but I just checked the guy live and I thought it wouldn't really be worth it to go for beef, but then I started doing it and I was already like 500 collection in when I regretted doing it. So, I mean, you can kind of prep the beef collection by having a minion down ahead of time. I got like 10 stacks of beef in the process of unlocking the enchanted beef collection, so it wasn't really even that hard to obtain. The biggest holdup is you must collect 1,000 leather before you can craft the beef, which follows the same pattern as every other collection. It's just also really annoying. So, we've already gone through about half a stack of bait. And I'd say that between the naturally spawning squids from rain and everything else that's been going on, the ink sec progression and towards that collection is going really well. Just right there, 10 ink sacs off of some miscellaneous squids. That's pretty nice. That person over there is smart. They grinded enough fish minions to get salmon armor before they started their fishing. I've fully spec'd into iron and the iron collection there, which does have decent bits of progress there, but I could probably have manually mined the iron or front-loaded the fish collection first. That's one of the things that I advise people to do on my bingo guide, is have fish minions down first. I don't know why I didn't decide to also take the similar advice there. If I picked up a Dreadlord sword, I could also launch the Dreadlord skulls at those sea creatures from a distance. It wouldn't really get me looting, but it would get me ink set collection. And I don't know if going out of my way to kill the squids like I've been doing here is actually helping at all. Since I have to kill so many sea creatures overall, I think that it just kind of adds up to an average over time of I'll get the ink set collection regardless. But it's free collection just sitting there. The only cost is the potential time of both the rain and my tonic potion. I'm definitely not going to be grinding for another tonic potion to purchase from Moby on Bingo, so this is the one that I have by myself. And then I'll probably want to open up the Bingo Bros Discord or try to mooch off of a Bingo Splash community Discord one. Either or. I could also get the co-op member on to do a splash, but I try to only do about 3 splashes per bingo. They do cost some amount of money. It's not like I'm struggling for money by any means, it's just, I don't know. I don't want to splash like 40 times in a bingo. It doesn't seem very practical for me to do that. Because eventually I think that a lot of those people, they kind of burn out from splashing because they spend hundreds of millions on bingo, and that can only be so sustainable. Unless you've got like a way to make a bunch of money, or you are really passionate about it. But I want to help out the community in whatever way that I can, and I already write bingo guides and do the bingo stream, so I think splashing is kind of like I'll leave that to other people. Because most of what I have to do right now in Skyblock depends on having a large amount of coins. I have to build a dungeon setup so that I can get Keta 50, I have to build a Kudra setup so that I can get the max Kudra score, I have to get Artifact of Control for max magical power, I have to fuel Inferno minions. It's a lot of money stuff. So, wherever I can stretch that money a little bit further, I think that is very helpful. In fishing collections, I'm just gonna dump all of this miscellaneous fishing stuff in here. Eventually, if my fishing level gets high enough, I can start catching the Guardian Defenders. Previously, I was helping Yval get their bingo progression up, and the Guardian Defenders was one of those ways that we got a bunch of Prismarine. If you get a Guardian Defender, you get an enchanted Prismarine shard. The required Prismarine collection is so low that that becomes a practical avenue for that. But for most cases, I think people just want to put down a bunch of minions and grind that. I was surprised. I thought you would get more Prismarine from the sea creatures that way. But maybe it requires me to put down a pond island in order to get the fishing crystal. If I go here, I think it's under raw fish. Yeah, pond island. It's a pretty cheap craft overall, other than the Prismarine crystals. And I think you can just buy sea lanterns from the merchant in order to get the required Prismarine. And with that, you'll get a Prismarine crystal that will increase the chances of fishing minions on your island producing Prismarine, which would never be useful except on bingo, I think. Or if you're going for like a Prismarine collection leaderboard, because it's not like you want Prismarine in your normal fishing minions, I wouldn't think. You'd want to have fishing crystal. Yeah. Grants a chance of fishing prismarine shards and crystals in nearby water. I don't even know if that applies to minions. Maybe that's just, like, you manually fishing on your private island. In which case, that's even less helpful. Hey, bingo's going pretty good so far. I have about 6 tasks left now, and most of them are fishing. Right now we're chipping away at the ink sac collection, and I have a timer. I could probably pull that up on a web instance on stream if I was a more committed streamer. And as soon as the rain in the spider's den activates, I can move over there to actually fish where it is faster. You get a slight fishing boost from the rain in the spider's den. You don't actually get any fishing speed boost from here. The benefit of rain in the park is you get the squid pet, and you also have a chance of getting night squids regardless of your bait and time of day. And for bingo, we're squid fishing right now because we need to get a bunch of ink collection. I just loot shared some off of that guy. Glowy chum bait is a smart way to go because it gives you extra speed and sea creature chance. But if we're looking here, 372 ink collection and another 17 off of my own night squid there. It's going pretty fast. I should be able to get it for sure within the hour, but maybe even sooner than that if my current rates keep up. And then we have a bit of a overall timer. I want to get my fishing stuff and all the other bingo stuff aside from minions completed so that I can end off this stream, end off the January bingo streams, and go do a mining fiesta for 2 hours and 20 minutes. It's not at the best time of day, but it's within my waking hours, and I missed most of that first mining fiesta, so I want to make up for it by attending this next one. And mining fiestas are good because even though the glossy minerals have dropped down to, I think it's around 3 million right now, I'm still in need of a couple of stacks of them for max museum, and then past that I would probably even use the ones that I get for like powder coating on my Devon's armor. Even if it's a slight upgrade, it's worth getting. It's weird, because when I bingo stream, I'm kind of in 2 different... If someone wants to loot share that, go ahead. It's a night squid. You guys should take it. One of you should. Please loot share my night squid. It just makes sense to. Fine. I'll kill it. Okay, but why do you kill your own? Let me loot share off of yours. That's a little bit silly. We've got a small crowd of people surrounding us. I don't know if they've increased the rain timer anymore. And it doesn't look like it. It's still counting down. About 4 minutes left. And then I'll go get some Depth Strider. I think that's helpful to get. And I'll try and claim my minions. The main thing I need to do is place down a pig minion. That way, by the end of the stream, I can have the required amounts of pork that I need. I could even wander around the hubs and find some rats for some cheese. I usually don't fuel my minions, not even with enchanted charcoal at this point, even though it's pretty easy to get. I've just been letting my minions run without fuel. I don't think there's been a bingo so far where I've been really concerned about the collection requirement, although I haven't really got a grasp on how good fishing minions are for Prismarine, and since I'm only at 27 right now, maybe that's something I should be looking into. Worst case, towards the end of bingo, I can call upon some people and have them manually fish some Guardian Defenders, similar to what I did for Yval. Free iron collection, let's go! I wish bingo started us off with more materials to have minions placed down. Like a single super compactor would go a long way towards helping with some of these goals. I just find it weird that compactors only work in ore minions, and a lot of the time when you're doing collections on bingo, you want stuff like chicken minions that have multiple different drops. A minion upgrade that specializes in getting you like one of their specific kinds of drops could be helpful. Like with Revenant minions, it's okay because you want to get both the diamonds and the flesh, but maybe you just want to focus on having something like Rotten Flesh from your Revenant minion. You could choose to exclude the diamonds from there, or you could choose to exclude the feathers from your chicken minions and entirely focus on raw chicken. I think that a minion upgrade like that could help with, especially earlier game, minion inventory management. Once you get a super compactor, I think minion storage is pretty trivial though. Like you go from a matter of like hours that you have to collect your minions each time to days, weeks, or even months in some cases. Like a melon minion is never gonna fill up if you collect it within a reasonable amount of time, even if you put diamond spreading on it. Like there's the Time Dio diamond minion that he's been running that will likely be running until the end of time. And I don't think it'll fill up anytime soon. I wonder if Dio has added free will to the diamond minion. Because there is a small chance that the T11 or the T12 minion would run away if that happens. Or if maybe he's going to put down a third minion, which is a T12 that also has free will. Okay, well there's the rain gone. I said I was going to check my island. And we're going to... I think this is enough diamonds for diamond spreading. Nope, but it's pretty darn close. If I go here, and then I go into the fish section, get rid of all of my fish things. Pick up the minion, throw you into the diamond section, go back here, we're going to put down a rabbit minion. Let's do that in this hole here. Out. And then we also want a pig minion, so we're gonna pick up this guy. Throw these into the iron section. And then pig minion. And pig could actually use some cheese, so I'm gonna hop around hub real quick and see if I can find some of that. If I go to a small hub, this is small enough. I don't need much cheese, I just need like maybe a... Well, it's 3 hours until the stream ends, so it's about 1 or 2 rats total that I need to kill. And with that, 8 cheese. That should be more than enough. I'll put 4 into the pig minion, and shouldn't need much. I can put 1 into the rabbit minion, and we'll just dump the remaining into here. And hopefully the pig, we need 8 stacks of pork for the pig pet. Hopefully that gets taken care of. The chicken minion, or the chicken pet, if that's something that I continue to choose going for, we're gonna need a lot more from the minions to get that. I currently have 1, 2 if we're counting the... Oh goodness, I'm very confused and turned around here. So we got 1 from Move Jerry. We'll actually craft that now. Jerry pet. And the rabbits are escaping anyways. Whatever. As long as I'm not on the island, they shouldn't escape too much. Yeah, nothing I do is gonna really get this chicken before I need it. So we'll have pig pet, rabbit pet is another 2 more. We'll have a rift ferret and dolphin, bringing us to 4. So that's 7 plus 4. And if we're going for the chicken pet, that's going to have to be off stream. Or if we want a more satisfying conclusion, I could look into getting Arachne carried for coins for the owl pet. But yeah, we're going to pick up the fish stuff. Throw all of that in here. And then let's go around and get a more updated total on the iron here. I mean, in my ideal situation here, the pet stuff is all completed before the end of the stream, but with how slow this chicken minion is going, we are not getting a chicken pet before the end of the stream, so we may need to pivot. Owl and or tarantula can both be gotten from arachnes, so we'll keep that in mind. Let's go back to the park. It's about 6 more minutes until we get the Spider's Den rain, and we'll move over there. I don't think we have the collection for fish bait. No, we're gonna need a lot more salmon for that. And glowy chum bait requires us to have chum buckets, but we do have a lot of chum from the chum rod. So it would just be going around and punching the glowing mushrooms to get bait at that point. That guy's on a rotten chestplate, I think. That's an impressive set of gear, my friend. Night squid, that's good to have. I forgot to enchant my boots. We should do that on the way to Spider's Den. Since I don't have minnow bait, or since I don't have fish bait, I'm gonna do minnow bait. You craft minnow bait with 2 things of fish, so that gets me a stack of minnow bait. It's not as effective for my fish collection, or my remaining fish. And then if I'd run out of fish at any time for crafting baits, I guess I could downtime a little bit and go for the other bait. Carnival is around, and I could go for the salmon hat. That's an option. I feel like that's a little too far out of the way, though, if I want to get through all these sea creatures. Because I also have to contend with my lack of sea creature chance at the moment. does feel like I should open up the Sky Crypt site and navigate over to my profile just to see where I'm at for actual sea creature kills, and then I can call that out on stream since there's no visual indicator for it. We're about halfway through the ink set collection. I'd say that we're making good time considering that it's been less than a half hour. The Rift Ferret should come pretty quickly from entries into the Rift. I'm just gonna run over to the cat house, and that should be everything we need. I think it's vacuuming up a couple more of the flies and maybe having to do something else with the spiders. But Rift Ferret shouldn't be too big of a goal for us. I'm gonna refresh chat to see if I've missed anything. Nope, doesn't look like it. So this amount of chum is actually pretty good for us. There's also a crafting recipe where we don't even have to put chum in the bucket. I'm a little nervous about the sea creature goal. I'm hoping that it'll be enough. Okay, that night squid, I kinda wanna kill it. I didn't get any ink sacs off of the night squid. I did get bestiary progress though. Not that that really matters unless I'm going for squid boot drops. Alright, under miscellaneous, we have about 68 kills of sea creatures. Little less than ideal, but we'll make it eventually. I wonder if there's anybody that still does the bingos on the staff team. This bingo feels a lot more relaxed compared to a lot of the other ones that we've done recently. It's nice to have what I would consider to be a stress-free bingo. I mean, fishing is still annoying, it does take a lot of time, but I'd rather spend my time doing this compared to grinding wood competitively or fighting people for cows like I did last night. Like, the cow fighting, it was completely optional. I could have gone for a different route there. I might have even been able to go for the enchanted acacia that I needed for one of the pets. I think it was a whale or something. No, it was giraffe. Giraffe needs enchanted acacia. But yeah, they all seemed very feasible other than... I don't know. The pet skull is kind of a little weird for me. It's There's a lot of pets that are really easy and trivial to get, and then there's some that you can just get carried for that trivialize the experience, like owl and tarantula you can go for, to some extent spider pet as well, because the enchanted string. But I think if we take a look under combat, I haven't even killed a spider to get string yet. I think if we take a look at the spider pet, its crafting recipe doesn't really make it practical. Spider. We want like a drop down menu. There we go, spider. Yeah, 8 stacks of string isn't really something you can get on a bingo that easily. That was my little side quest tangent. We do need to focus up though. We don't have flexible hours like what we usually do on bingo. About less than 3 hours now for getting mining fiesta. We're gonna pivot now. I'm gonna craft myself a angler helmet just to get that extra bit of sea creature chance. And then we're gonna warp spider. Not that this really makes a huge difference, but fishing in the spider's den during rain is gonna help the overall sea creature count that I'm getting. If we're looking at how fast this is fishing speed wise, it should be much faster. Sea creature chance remains about the same, but I can get past that if it's faster catches, more sea creatures. And this lasts for 1 Skyblock day right now. And then it'll be 2 Skyblock days without rain, and then another Skyblock day with rain. Looking online, there appears to be some sort of pattern to it, but I'm just gonna follow whatever the actual countdown timer on the GitHub says there. Why exert any sort of thought when I could instead be fisherman? I still haven't gotten to Strider yet. I'll get there eventually. Alright, up to 75 sea creature kills according to API now. It is a little annoying fighting monsters that knock me into the water. We can make it work though. It's no longer derpy, so actually killing sea creatures is a little bit more manageable. Instead, we have Foxy as mayor, and Foxy's main thing is going to be buffing the Spooky Festival and the Winter Island events. So, wasn't there also supposed to be a fishing festival at some point? Yeah, that fishing festival. That's because of Foxy as well. It'd be pretty cool if Foxy added another mining fiesta. Just on top of the existing ones. That's not going to be fun to fight. Really? The grass? The grass, my guy? Being unable to punch a sea creature because of grass is crazy. Catfish are a good source of the raw cod, so they at least have that going for them. I say raw cod like we're playing in latest version. Okay, sea witches are deadly for some reason now. I don't like how they made it so you could catch the sea witches. I liked it much better when you had to choose to get them through light bait. They're quite annoying to fight. Ow. Let me put my coins away, since I'm likely to die. API still hasn't updated, still says 75 sea creatures. Good news is that means that the actual number's going up faster than the website is able to reflect. Bad news is I have to keep on fishing. I would have wanted to fight that if you could keep it alive for a few seconds longer, my friend. They actually have access to fish bait. Not bad. What I don't understand about fish bait is it looks like it's crafted like a clownfish. But you use salmon and regular fish to craft it. I don't know. You don't get enough clownfish to justify the clownfish being part of the recipe. I just think the texture is weird. Fish bait should be like a salmon texture rather than a clownfish. Then again, maybe it's just iconic at this point and they don't want to change it. You could easily add a clownfish bait. Use the current texture for that. I'm not sure what it would do. Maybe catch more treasure. Be faster than fish bait because it uses a rare component in the recipe. I think there's certain things you should be able to specialize towards in the fishing baits. You should either specialize in fishing speed, which is fish bait, the sea creature chance, which right now is kind of spiked bait, but I don't think many people focus on that through their baits. Or rare creature chance, which just ends up being whale bait. And whale bait is good enough for fish bait, and I think it's also decent for sea creature chance. I don't think it says on the actual thing if it gives sea creature chance. But by the time you're using whale bait consistently, like you can afford it, you probably have a setup that gives you near 80 or 100 sea creature chance. I think early game we need a source that gives more than the minimal bits of sea creature chance that you're getting. It feels painfully slow fishing up like 1 of 3 catches being a sea creature right now. I wish it was a little better than that. And this is just me generously getting the reindeer pet, or dedicated fishing pet. A lot of early game fishers, they're going to be going in without a dedicated pet, unless they know that flying fish exists. I guess if I was on the Jerry's Workshop, I'd be getting more sea creatures. I'm not putting off bingo until the Jerry's Workshop opens, though. That's a little risky. Jerry Workshop opens 2 days from now. That's about over halfway mark through bingo. I don't want to risk it. I prefer just getting the pets and stuff out of the way. Minions you can idle and just passively collect them as long as you remember to, but I prefer getting my bingo stuff out of the way as soon as possible. There's only been one time that I had like the threat of not being able to complete a bingo looming over me. Every other time I've managed to complete the bingo. You just have to start right away, and that solves most of your problems. If you start about halfway through a bingo, then you're not able to rely on minions for your collections all of the time, and like in this bingo, for example, if you're going to be getting all the pets through collections and stuff, you're going to want to run chicken minions and probably fish minions for these, but then you'll have to manually fish for these 2 goals, and you might have to manually do iron as well. Because I started early, I can rely a lot more heavily on minions, and I think that's beneficial in my case, is I don't find myself getting as stressed over that. 20 minutes in the spider's den. It feels like it lasts an eternity. Ow. Sea witch. Very painful. I think a back-to-back sea witch would kill me. So if you need fairy souls, there's actually one hiding down there. I have waypoints on for keepers, although I ended up putting on a texture pack so that I could locate them. I haven't actually used the Arachne Keeper waypoints in ages. Let me maybe shut those off. Is that an SBE thing? Keeper. No. Is it an SBA thing? No. Is it an NEU thing? Keeper. I don't know what has those waypoints. I'm pretty sure it's an SBE thing. They look like SBE waypoints. Nope. But I'm not seeing a waypoint. Waypoint. There we go. It just wasn't under keeper waypoints. Fixed it. A Guardian Defender is something that if I have to fight solo, I am not going to have a good time. Alright, another Rider of the Deep. I do appreciate the dark bait that these guys give. Alright, inventory's filling up again. We're going to go here, and we're going to just get rid of as much of this as I'm able to. And then I think we can start improvising using the diamond section here. Now diamond becomes the new fishing page. We're pretty much done with diamond collection. I took down the minion a little bit early. I'm gonna have to manual mine just a slight bit of diamonds, but considering I still need Golden Goblin collection, I don't think manual mining a little bit of iron is gonna hurt too much. And then we'll pivot entirely to fish minions if possible. No, leave me alone. I'm about to run out of minnow bait. Killing the squid before it wanders off seems like it'll be really helpful. Let's check the API, maybe I'll have actual progression. 100 sea creatures killed, so we are making progress. And then since I am fishing up squids outside of the park, I am getting slight bits of squid collection. I think it's worth just rounding off that collection for the most part in the park though, especially if there's no rain. It's not a waste to have that set up in the if I do some squid fishing, it's not gonna hurt terribly much. It's pretty quick either way. Prismarine shards are always good to pick up. About 50 in. It's not good to manually fish these. It feels very slow and painful. But with Guardian Defenders getting an assist on Enchanted Shards, Yval made it look like it was pretty easy. Overall, I think I've progressed a lot more in my skills than I normally intend to. That is thanks to the gifts, that extra increase of skill XP at the start. Just gonna move away from the gravel skeleton. Okay, you know what? Frick it. I'll help. I would prefer not to die. Enchanted prismarine crystals, not a shard. That's unfortunate. But you can see just off of that right there, insane amount of collection towards one of these. It's just not the one I wanted. How much sea creature chance do I have? Right now I'm looking at 36. A large increase towards my sea creature chance is actually coming from my pet right now, the reindeer pet. I say large, but it's only 2.52. You're also going to want to pick up the Chum Rod and enchant it with Angler. And then if you can wear a set of salmon armor, that's going to be better for your sea creature chance, but I'm only an Angler right now, which is the fish collection. We are rounding off the rain here. I think it is just about to stop now. Yep, there it goes. And with that, I swap over to Squid Hat, and I go back to the park. And we're dumping all of our fishing stuff in this page now. Warp. In fact, before I get committed to fishing in the park somewhere, I'm going to go enchant my boots with Depth Strider so that it's easier to kill the squids if I walk into the water. There we go. Warp Park. And back to our regularly scheduled fishing session. You guys do know rain helps with squids, right? Alright, well if nobody else is doing it, I guess I'll bear the cost of it. I shouldn't need to fish for too much longer here. And I think I'll pivot to fishing during the off hours of park fishing, or of Spider's Den Rain. I'll make sure that I get Spider's Den Rain whenever I decide to fish, and then we'll go do other tasks like the manual iron collection, Rift Ferret, some other pet collections in the meantime there. I mean, after going and spending 40 minutes killing mushrooms and other cows last night, it honestly doesn't feel like too horrible of an idea going for a manual pork collection if the pig minion doesn't do what it needs to. We're also going to need some assistance with Arachne. If any of my friends are in the live chat, I'll need someone to place Arachne crystals so that I can get money. I don't think I'll be going for Chicken Pet this time around, and the good alternative to that would be Owl Pet, which is just a few Arachne crystals. I can supply them if you need. Just getting a group of people to assist on bingo. I could probably throw that out with a splash message. We love getting ink sacks around here. We need about 400 more, which isn't too much. If you have any Skyblock questions about your main profile or about bingo, feel free to drop them down in the chat. I have a bingo guide in my Discord, link in the description if you want to check that out. The purpose of me streaming here is to kind of give people a guide on how I'm doing bingo in real time, and to give people company, because I know a lot of people are also doing bingo during this time, so something to listen to, something to pop on in the background while you do your Skyblock grinding. I, of all people, know how long bingo can take with its tedium. I thought I was going to get a sub 8. That was very generous. I think I'm already over, yeah. Nearly up to 9 hours now. It's about average when it comes to bingo playtimes. I could definitely speed up my progress a lot more if I get people to help me out with certain tasks. I could have skipped over cow grinding and gone for Arachne instead. I could have gotten lucky and gotten a pet squid like that guy, who got 2 of them. Why? He's not even fishing in a squid hat. He's fishing in a chicken hat. So last I checked, I was at 100. I am now at how many sea creatures? No, I missed the catch there, darn it. I'm at 113 sea creatures. We're approaching the halfway point for Sea Creatures Guild. Nice. Squid pets are pretty good to get. I think that they are also pretty valuable. I'm going to check the NEU value of that in a second here. How much is a squid pet? Common squids go for... oh, they're not as valuable as I thought they were. They're... Guardian pet's more of a valuable catch there. You can sell a Guardian common for about $1 million. If you get a high rarity squid, though, then you get big money. we get night squids, then that gives us about 17 collection per. If we get regular squids, it's about 2 to 5 per. Outsider, what's your sea creature chance? If you're still around in chat. I'm curious to see where I rank among the other fishers. Night squid, let's go. 20 ink sacs that time. Pretty good. $31, okay. Yeah, with the squid hat on, I'm back down to about 32. Is that with salmon armor, or did you get a reindeer pet as well, Outsider? Apparently the Jerry Island stayed open for a little bit longer, according to Yuval. It was open till about early spring 13th, so people were able to get a lot more gifts and progression towards bingo stuff. Namely, if you got the Frozen Steve there, they're pretty good for fish. If you start out your bingo on the Jerry Island. I didn't put down a fish minion until a day into bingo, so I'm a little bit late. I imagine this guy is done with his sea creatures, otherwise he would benefit from fishing. I'll let him kill the sea creatures if he needs loot share then. That or he misunderstands entirely how the Dolphin Pet works. Lag. There's a nearly 460 Iron Man in the lobby here. I wonder if they are foraging. Getting their foraging level up. Yeah, okay. Salmon armor then, no reindeer. That's a pretty good setup, Outsider. I think overall that... Oh, you ran out of rain. I'm the only one who knows that rain needs to happen. Either that or everybody else is just relying on me. But yeah, that's a pretty good setup, Outsider. I think that the reindeer pet is... It's really effective if you can winter fish, but outside of winter fishing, it's not the best. I wish that other than Dolphin, there was a better early game fishing pet that you could pick up. Reindeer's the only one, but it's kind of time gated, so you're not going to be able to get that every single bingo unless you're waiting. Just something that provides a little bit of sea creature chance or fishing speed would be nice. Reindeer is really powerful though, because on the island right now it's giving me an extra 10 sea creature chance if I were to jerryfish. And that can go a long way. 127 sea creature kills according to API. We have officially crossed the halfway point towards common dolphin. Night squid goes good. Got 300 ink sacs left. Once I get done with ink collection, I'm going to swap off of fishing and do a little bit of a palette cleanser before we do that last push towards Dolphin Pet. Just trying to get most of the other collections set up, and maybe Arachne if someone is able to log in and assist. I'll seek out some other people. Maybe they're gonna pop in. Most people are actually asleep around this time, crazily enough. So, I'll leave them to their own things there. Maybe there's like an Arachne crystal trade I can do, I don't know. Or I could just hop lobbies until I find some Arachnes being run. I shouldn't need too many. It's only 2 million coins for the pet. Maybe that's why everybody's holding, is they want to get a bunch of money. I just happen to know that Arachne is, it's about 300k I think if you place top 3 in an Arachne T2. And since 3 people can do that, the spawner can get money, the actual person who's playing bingo, you can get up to 2 of them a decent amount of money, and then everybody else who's getting like 4th, 5th place, they get a decent amount of soul string too. It's just not leaderboarder money. And with that you can turn that into pretty much everything else you need on bingo. I'll sometimes end bingo with extra millions of coins. It's just unfortunate that this time around, this bingo is the one that I'm struggling financially on. Alright, well I'm hopping to a different lobby, because I don't want to be the only person paying for stuff. Empty lobby. A lobby with people and with rain. Let's go. 3 p.m. China. Yeah, unfortunately I don't know a lot of people from around China, Australia, that area. It's too early for the people in Europe, and it's too late for the people in the States. But it's just right Goldilocks time for those of the people in further eastern countries there. It's funny because I'm streaming to an audience, and I'm probably in one of the worst time slots for an English-speaking time zone. So to any VOD watchers who's catching this after the fact, I apologize for not streaming in a better time zone. Thank you for tuning in and getting this far into the VOD. I would have wanted to get that Guardian Defender. I think he's just gonna do his thing. I don't think we're gonna get any sort of pity from the guy. It's worth a shot. Alright, crowd of bingo people, all in the same outfit, except I don't know why this guy's not wearing a squid hat. Maybe he's just going for sea creatures at that point. Fishing. Less than 300 ink sacs remain. Is that guy Carrot King fishing? Carrot King Fisher spotted. Let's go. I don't know why they do what they do, but they do it anyways. I should be able to check actually in the sea creature guide there. Fishing 17 is what I need. So I am a long ways off from getting Guardian Defenders myself. Probably before end of Dolphin I'll be able to get them, but I'd be going overtime with my sea creatures at that point. Night Squid, we love to see it. Only 9 ink sacs, that's unfortunate. I think that's like the minimum amount I can get. $15 ink sacs, much better. And a back-to-back. I guess I can't be that upset. 750, 3/4 of the way through. That is a walker, not a hydra. What fishing quest, in my opinion, is the hardest? Shard, I meant to say shard, equal minion. Pretty sure that it was 2K on bingo. That was really painful back in the day. They doubled the ink collection. I think that this is about as high as it can go in terms of maximum potential collection for bingo ink six. And overall, doubling up on the fishing collections, it's better than it could be. You could have had us also get like a foraging collection instead. It's nice to have a reprieve from endless foraging hours. I do kind of miss the farming tasks though, having something like garden sugarcane or get a T12 minion, which you used to do through wheat, but now that they've changed wheat collection, I think you have to do it through cobble. So I think I'm actually really happy that I spent so much of my time grinding T12 wheat minions on bingo, because now you don't really do that anymore. So that unique experience has been taken from me. It took like 30 minutes to get Yavala Shard. Hi. Oh, hey! Welcome! You managed to find the lobby. Dump it all into my diamond chest here. Night squid. It's a good amount of ink sacs. 200 more collection. I'm gonna go loot share this here. Worth it for the 6 ink sacs. Hmm. $20 per minion per day. If we run it for, let's just say I give myself 3 days times 11 minion times 20 per day, that's 660. That's a little nerve-wracking, actually. I might not get the Prismarine shards off of minions directly. Okay, that was a very deadly sea archer. Please stop. Let's deposit my coins. For, but I saw them get the fireworks. Ah, they got it for tonic. I'm about to run out of potions. That's unfortunate. How recently was Bingo Brewers? Not terribly recent either. That's unfortunate. wonder if I should go for Bingo Splash Community. They seem to be doing once an hour on around, yeah, I'm about an hour. It's going to be about an hour before we can do a Bingo Splash Community one, so we are reliant on Bingo Brewer Splash right now. That's rough. I could go without God Pot or any sort of other potion effects for fishing, honestly. The main thing that I want is tonic. And I'm not gonna have enough for more tonic here. A tricky predicament. I could also downtime and do some other stuff while waiting for a splash. Or I could host a splash. Why am I not able to search? Oh, it's probably this. I guess technically I still need to do one more splash to meet Bingo Brewer's requirement, otherwise I get booted from splashies potentially. I still got 2 minutes of tonic, so we'll fish out this last couple of minutes and then we'll see what we do. I can't even get back on the rock anymore. Guess I'm ground fishing. Slowly, I run out of time. The actual God Splash would allow me to do experimentation table and not feel bad about losing mats there. In fact, am I close to T2? Because if I get up to enchanting 20, I'm able to do the second tier of enchant table. And then that's slightly more XP. And better rewards. But I will need to enchant items for that. And to do that, I'll probably need Grand XP. To get Grand XP, I have to go mine stuff in the end. We can go on a whole side quest here. I think we have time that will permit doing some side quests like that. We have about 2 hours until mining fiesta starts, and then then what? Well, during Mining Fiesta, we're probably going to stop the stream. So we've already gone about an hour and a half, and that's gotten us how many sea creatures according to API? We're all out of pots. So we are reliant on other people now. Hopping out of the lobby outsider, I gotta get at least the elixir splash to be able to do stuff. I've got my eye on the Bingo Brewers chat now. Hopefully I can get one here. I actually don't know what it looks like. Oh, we see someone typing. Oh, this might be it. They might be coming in clutch. Hub 2. Clutch splasher, clutch Bingo Brewers. Let's go! I could continue my fishing streak here. Alright, I currently have 150 sea creatures killed exactly according to API. So, we're 25 more than we were previously. If we look on the GitHub, it looks to be about 7 minutes until next rain. Alright, back to the park we go. Different lobby this time, but it does have rain. And then once the day counter switches over to a different Skyblock day, we have rain in the spider's den, so that'll be my focus. You were late to the splash. It's unfortunate, outsider. Do you need tonic? I might be able to source you a tonic from somewhere. Regular squid. I mean, actually having a splash, now that I know that it's that important. I think last stream I said very proudly that I probably won't need a splash anymore. Well, that was before I spent a full hour killing cows for a pet. So, hopefully now we are good and won't need a splash. We can just round out the last bit of fishing stuff off of this tonic. And then I don't really need a splash to kill arachne things. Hey, welcome Razchez to the chat. Currently, since you seem to be a new streamer, we are about 6 objectives away from the bingo goal. We're really close on ink sacks. We're about 3/5 of the way through Dolphin. Diamond spreading we're going to get really quick. Pets, hopefully we get by the end of the stream. And then these 2 are minion goals, and I plan on running them throughout the end of bingo using minions. I'm a little nervous because Prismarine collection is apparently much slower than I thought it was, but we will see. I may manually be grinding that off of stream, enlisting some people to help me out if it is as bad as people are saying it is. That, or maybe I just need to manually fish past Common Dolphin until I'm able to fish up my own Guardian Defenders. They are a pain to kill, but I think in End Armor I'll be able to manage it. The Prismarine collection is a slow one to chip through, though. There we go. Actual combat armor. Now you're gonna have to fight me in my best setup. You stand no chance. We're fishing in a squid hat right now, which gives us a slight increase in squids. How long did it take me to get this far into bingo? Well, playtime is about 9 hours, although you could probably do it even faster. I know of some people that are getting done with the bingo in less than 7 hours, so it is a pretty easy bingo, all things considered. The main things you gotta keep your eye on is the Prismarine, Iron Ingot. Those two are minion goals, as well as this pet's goal. You're going to want to get chickens to get an enchanted egg. I've pretty much been live the entire time doing bingo, other than when I manually got a cow pet, and when I got the reindeer pet initially at the start. Other than that, you can check the previous VODs of my live stream, and you can see all the steps that I took to complete my bingo this time around. And there's also other VODs of me doing the previous bingos. Usually I'm able to get them done within 3 days of streaming, so I'm setting myself to that same task, trying to get things done today. Night squid, let's go. Low amount of ink sacs, womp womp. We need about 100 more ink sacs, and then I no longer have to fish here anymore. In fact, I might swap over entirely doing the fishing tasks in the Spider's Den. Spider's Den has a buff that gives you extra fishing speed when it's raining, but it only rains every 40 minutes. In the park, the rain that we just lost right now, its benefit is that it gives you an increased chance of getting squids, and is nobody else going to be refueling that rain. Nice. That's crazy. Well, there's another splash. Hopefully Outsider gets into that one. Alright, if we're taking a look here, less than 100, we got 99 ink sacs left to collect. Once that day ticks over into the summer 26th, I'm going to move over to Spider's Den, and that's going to give me rain there. I can actually predict when the rain is, because it's on a set timer. So if I go over to Warp Spider right now, you can see skies are completely clear. I don't have much of a reason for being in a lobby where they're not going to even fuel the rain. So I'm just going to move over here. And then we're going to fish. And we can take off our squid hat because we don't care as much about getting squids anymore. And here we go. If I go into... I'll put fish in here, yeah. I can craft myself a couple stacks of minnow bait because I'll need them. And there we go. And through the magic of my looking up and doing a little rain dance, we're about to get some rain. There we go. And this actually increases my fishing speed by 50, so I'm very happy to be here. Every sea creature I kill is one tick closer to getting the Dolphin Pet as well. Catches are much faster in this lobby compared to previously. I'm going to try to refresh my API though, see how many sea creatures I've killed. And it looks like 165 is what the API is saying right now. So we're going to spend this entire time doing rain, and then I'm going to go do Rift Ferret. with the objective of making sure that I have around 20 minutes of this splash remaining next time the rain starts up again in the spider's den, and hopefully that helps me to close out my sea creature goal. Additionally, I could just try to attend the Bingo Splash community splash that they're gonna do. Get rid of every single fish thing here. Alright, now that the inventory is clear, back to our regularly scheduled fishing. That was a really quick sea witch kill. They didn't even have a chance to hit me. I'm proud of myself for that one. Being able to one-shot a squid is also nice. They tend to wander around a lot in the water, so if you can just cast your rod onto them, that saves you a significant bit of time. I could be using some dark bait right now, I guess. Since I need so many squids, I guess catching a night squid would be pretty nice right now. I think that dark bait doesn't start affecting things until you get to the deep sea protector, but I could be wrong on that. It increases the chance of rare sea creatures. Night squid is only caught using dark bait in other lobbies aside from the park, so you have to actually use the dark bait to get it, and you can only catch it during the night, so that's why I'm using it right now. Unfortunately, it doesn't increase your chance overall of getting sea creatures during the night. I think that would be maybe a little too broken, because dark bait you get pretty early on, and you're able to get it from a mob as well. But getting a night squid like I just did there, that's 20 whole ink sacs. That is a huge amount of progression towards the ink sac collector. And then once that switches over to daytime, which I think is around 6 Skyblock time, that's when I'll stop casting dark bait. I'll stop at 5:30 actually. Because of the rain symbol, I'm not actually able to see the time symbol. There's no distinction between when it's day or night when it's raining, which you'd think would have some sort of impact on other things like gravel skeleton spawn chances or other stuff, but nope. It's just obfuscating how hard it is to know if you want to use dark bait or light bait during the day. I see that Outsider has made it into my lobby again. Welcome back. Sea Witch got a kill. Good job, Sea Witch. They usually don't do that. Alright, let's see here. It feels much faster getting sea creatures at this time. There's a fishing army, you know? You should consider getting it. Another guardian. Anything for the Prismarine shards. Since I need so many of them. I've unlocked the Carrot King. Clearly I should craft some Carrot Babe and go carrot fishing. That looks to be over 50 Prismarine shards that I've gotten from manually fishing. That's progress. Not as much progress as a single Guardian Defender can get me, but progress nonetheless. Oh, just barely missed that one. Let's refresh my API again. $185 total sea creature kills. We've made huge progress so far towards that. We're nearly done with ink collection, we're nearly done with sea creatures. And past that, it's just going for pets grinding. And there's a couple tactics I can use other than arachne grinding to try and get my 2 million coins for an owl pet. We have all the stuff we need for pets ready to go. I could go for a bunch of manual iron collection during the stream, I guess. But that's mining leading up into me doing a mining fiesta, and I don't know if my mental state can take that. I'll do a little bit to try and get a golden goblin. That's the compromise there. I don't think I want to do much more than that. Seven up to... What do I do? Spare squid there, that should just happen to be my squid. So that puts me at about 30 more ink sacs left, just a couple of night squids away. Getting all of these sea creatures is really nice. Definitely helps with my progression. I don't think I need dark bait anymore. I think I just want to go purely for fishing speed here. Because the regular squids are giving me more than enough in that department. And if I loot share, I'll kill a bunch of these. There we go. Oh no, not the sea witch. Oh no! I nearly got bonked by it. I'm not getting the loot share off of the squids, or the message that says you loot shared off of Diest here. That's confusing. Because I saw them fish up the squid, like that's their squid, and then when I kill it, it doesn't give me the loot share. I think if I have to do a common dolphin like every single bingo, that's going to be pretty annoying. But if there's enough in between, it's kind of like the new minion craft for me. It's nice to do every once in a while, but if I have to do common dolphin every single bingo, I'm not going to be a pleased bingo player. The streak of having to do back to back to back T12, T11 minions, they pushed away some of my friends who are bingo gamers. Okay, so I got diamonds. I just didn't get the one from Diest. That's weird. We have about 5 more minutes of nice spiders down rain, and then whatever sea creature count we're at is probably where we're gonna stay for a little bit here. We're not gonna do more fishing. Change of scenery being working on Pet Skull, and maybe doing diamond and manual iron as well. Let's put away the coins. We're about a 1/6 of the way towards the coin goal that we're working on now. That is 2 million coins in my purse. I don't know how I'm gonna manage it, but we're gonna try. I could kill Enderman as well. Kill Enderman, sell the end armor that I get, and then eventually if I get 2 million coins off of killing Enderman, then I can just buy an owl pet in his pity there. At that point though, I might as well lobby hop and try to find arachnes. Refreshing the API, I like to see number go up. It's annoying that I can't track the number in game. Yeah, I'm predicting it's over 200 now on the API. API says 201, let's go! I was just barely over 200 on the API. There is some stuff that I can do that will make it a little bit higher. Like if I pause, I'll actually get my true number if I go into the rift here, most likely. It'll give the API plenty of time to update and reflect the actual number. See, the garden bestiary, every single pest gives you the extra farming fortune. I think it's 0.1 farming fortune per pest, and it adds up over time. I think for every sea creature you should get like 0.1 fishing speed or something. Just that gradual increase of, oh, I want to actually kill sea creatures and stuff now. But maybe that's not as ideal because, at least with the garden stuff, you're making your own progression, whereas with fishing, you can get carried by others. It's just a initial passing thought there, is maybe more bestiaries should reflect the areas in which you find them, like a 0.1 mining fortune per mining creature you kill, or stuff from the glacial tunnels giving you some extra cold resistance as you kill them. With the whatever the forging update provides with the hunting skill, if you're going to be forced to kill a bunch of the mobs again after you've already maxed their bestiaries, it'd be nice to have like a bestiary focused update around that time too. Something that gives you more of a reason to regrind a lot of that content if you've already completed it. Because on my main I've pretty much maxed everything aside from boss bestiary and catacombs bestiary. That is a lot of cat music discs. Eight more ink sacs and then we're done. We're officially done with squid soon. Can we hit that before the end of the day? It's possible. I don't care. I'm side questing. Guardian Defender. Didn't get me what I wanted, but still. I will drop everything for Guardian Defenders. Alright, there we go. Well, now I'm not getting any sea creatures at all. I really want them. Sea Guardian, and with that the rain is going to stop. It's going to tick over to the next 10 minutes, and there it goes. Alright. I'm just going to keep on going until I get my eggs collected. I just have to. We're right there. Still 8 away. I'm guessing that's like 2 or 3 squids max. Yeah, there's 4. If I get another 4, it could be 2. And if I get a low drop though, I'll have to get another one. There's also someone about to splash, but I think I'll let other people take that one on. I'm not in as immediate need of a splash. Plus, my potion effect should last until the next rain if I need it. If I go into the rift, that is. not having a fun time with inventory management here. This page now becomes a fish page as well. They all become fish pages. Making good pace. We're about halfway through the stream time that I've allotted tonight, and we're nearly done with fishing. Rift becomes the focus after this. I guess I could go back to the park and I could get my ink there, but I'm in no rush either way. I want to keep using my minnow bait. You'll give me everything but a squid. Up to fishing 15. We need a couple more fishing levels before we even start getting the Guardian Defender. And that could be done off of fishing minions. But if we're going to place down 10 fishing minions, then we might as well have just do that for Prismarine Shards rather than care about a Guardian Defender. Okay, hang on. That is an Arachne. Do I have any spare beef? I sold it all. Warp Arachne. Side questing time. This is about to be very not fun for me. With 700 health. Let's go kill us an Arachne. So you can see, like, the poison has brought me down to half of a health. But with that, I get something called Soul String. I get 30 of it. And if I do trades right now, I'm able to sell everything that we've just got from that for another 100k. It's not quite the 300 that I was thinking it would be, but it's still good money. And if these people keep cycling through Arachnes and I don't have much competition, then that's going to be all the money that I need. Poison hurts a lot. Looks like they remove the poison after you kill it. Good stuff, good stuff. Up to 700k out of the grind that we need here. Who was placing these before? Wills, and they're out of the lobby now, so no guarantees. But that was a good catch for me to see that. Let's pivot back over to some fish, because But I still would like to finish this out. Get the ink sacs collected. Yeah, no, I'm not killing the regular arachne that they spawn in with callings there. I just want to kill the one spawned with the crystal. Crystal is crazy for money. And often you'll find players doing this in a lobby where it's maxed out in terms of player count with people. Alright, next squid is guaranteed to give me the collection that I need. So only 2 off. There we go. Ink sacs collected. Let's dump all of the remaining foraging stuff, fishing stuff into the foraging sack. And if we're not running arachnes in this lobby, I don't have much of a reason to care about anything else. So, warp rift. I'm gonna go get that rift collection thing that I need. You've all definitely helped us a ton by getting us the time charm materials yesterday. That was a pretty chaotic stream, but I did enjoy it. And now we just sprint, get past all of the angry dredgehogs. Please don't take my time. It's very precious. With that, we have there should be enough time left remaining to get all of the vermin that we need. Just to clarify here, we need 10 more flies, so we're going to be mainly focusing on those. We do not want to accidentally vacuum up a shadow, otherwise they get angry at us. Here we go, here's a fly. Continue our search. There's 2. Are there flies inside? Nope. Oh, yes. Yes, there are. There's one that just went out the window there. Okay, another fly. I would imagine that the last vermin that we're going to be required to get is a bunch of spiders for the pet, but I actually haven't looked into what the requirements for the pet are. I don't know where the fly went. Oh, stop that. Can I like jump closer to it? Maybe that helps, I'm not sure. We're up to 13, we need 2 more flies. One more fly. I was very nervous that I just angered that shadow. Alright, now let's see, what does the vermin bin require for us? 5 more spiders. We're pretty good on silverfish, and 5 more flies as well. Please get over here. 1 fly. 1 spider. 2 flies. Pick that up. Thought I saw a spider up there, I guess not. What the heck is that? It's like a thing phasing through the floor. I thought that was like a spider in the other... Yeah, what the heck? Alright. 3 spider, 2 flies left. One fly. What? I don't understand it. We're gonna double up on flies here, I guess. I'm definitely not tripling up on flies. Why are spiders so weird? Stop. Be consistent, please. Alright, how many more of these do I need? Oh, come on. You did that to yourself. Why are you in a building, you weird freaking crooks, dude? Stop it. Rethink your life choices. Oh, great. One spider, 2 silverfish. Okay, and 1 more spider. Better not, dude. You better stay out of it. I'm watching you. You've done enough harm already. And then Riftwort. Just 12 of these. Well, I'm gonna have to come back here anyways. That sucks. Stupid Crux. It's all his fault. Alright, so over to Lagoon. Over we go across the pond. Closer we get over to the village, the better. Phasing me into a block there was not very nice. Alright, so we need 12 of these, and then what else does it require for us? Okay, so we're not allowed to enter this way. But if I go around... Game? Please? Great. Alright, so I guess that makes sense. enter through there. Alright, that's 12, and then now I can go get my silly little ferret thingy. Thanks. Can't do anything in this weird dimension. Okay. Well, back we go. Over to the funny chest. And there's no grappling hook to help speed this process up. Thankfully though, after all this grinding, that is one more pet down. And then I want to check the progress of the pig minion. We'll see if that's doing anything correctly. Alright, Rift Ferret. And then if I do Warp to Dark Auction, it should just be right back here. There we go. And if we go back to Island. Alright, Pig Pet, what's your progress? Well, I can at least craft the thing now. Unfortunately, I still need about 3 more stacks of pork. This, though, we are done with rabbit. And then if I take one of these, surround it with this, there we go, rabbit pet acquired. Every other bit of rabbit can be sold, because we don't need it anymore. And the rabbit minion can go back here. Chicken, if we're not going for chicken pet, we don't need to run the chicken minion anymore. It's a shame that I put all that effort into it, though. I'm thinking in the time that we have left, it might be worth it to craft another pig minion, but nah. Nah, I don't really care. Not that much. I'm gonna pick up all this iron. Alright, now what do we do? I think we should push towards diamond spreading and also some manual iron collection. We're gonna go place down some more fish minions, and lovely, we got timed out. Are you gonna let me go back to Skyblock? Thank you! I appreciate it. Not being in warp cooldown for the next 3 minutes. Okay, so we did get fish minions. We don't need to buy more yet. But we will. We will buy more soon. We are going to need to go back to Hub, though, for buckets. I need to get 2 water buckets to fill up the area here. Or just the one would have done fine, I guess, because I already have the other one filled. There we go. And then... that is funny. There's one done, and we're gonna also fill this with water. Freaking chaos. Oh wait, no, that's actually bad. We don't want the water, because that'll prevent the iron minion from replenishing things. We could ignore the fact that these won't get replenished. Prepping that already. And now let's try the experimentation table thing that I was talking about. That should get us a decent chunk of coins. To do this, I'm going to start adding some actual enchants to my armor. You'll note that I have 5 level 50 enchants left that I need to do. Warp. And oh, you can't be serious. Surely there has to be a way to allow people. Yeah, I am also getting kicked off a lot from Skyblock. Please stop that. Surely there has to be a way to make it so that if you don't warp into the correct lobby, that it just keeps you in your current one and you don't have to go back to the prototype lobby. That's... okay, but maybe it's saving your inventory from getting wiped. I'd rather have an overcorrection to the point of annoyance rather than a convenience that gets lost items. If I'm gonna be honest. This may be the correct path. I have no clue what they're doing behind the scenes. We cycle back and around. That is a lot of end nodes. Okay, we're up to 10. That should be close to enough for enchanting purposes. I'm gonna go for one more end node that gives me XP in some way. Good enough. It does not help that I'm doing things on Skyblock that get me like a lot of transfers between hubs while people are apparently getting kicked more. Growth. Do I have another level 50 enchant I can do here? That's 38. 27. 30. Level 50, let's go! Alright, give me another level 50. Venomous? Let's go. And if I go to my island now, I just got 100k. And if I do the experimentation table stuff, I'm expecting at least another 100k from this. Your chicken don't make egg. Your chicken, it'll make egg if you are on the island and you push the chickens above a hopper while you AFK, or if you have an enchanted egg in your minion. The chicken minion doesn't make eggs by itself normally. And as for the chickens on your island, they need to exist in the world for about 5 minutes before they start laying eggs. So and they lay eggs like every 5 minutes after that. Sure, I'll take it. Do yellow, purple. enough. And there we go, that is another level up. And since we're putting all of that into Reindeer Pet, that helps us get some more fishing stats. Alright, we're at about 1 million now. If I trades and I sell a lot of the stuff that I just got here. That helps us to get some more money. I guess I could push for actual maybe selling all the fishing stuff. If I'm not doing chicken, I can sell all the chicken. I can sell these spare eggs. I want to craft a diamond enchanted, and I can trades and I can sell all of this other stuff. That gets me some more money. I don't know if I need more enchanting, so I'll set that aside for now. I want to keep all of the fish, but I don't think that I need anything else. I want to keep prismarine crystals as well. I'll keep the ceiling dunes. And the enchanted diamond needs to stay in here, obviously. And we're just going to sell everything else. Iron, I want to transfer that over actually, because I have so much of it, so I'm not going to sell that. Prismarine crystals, we'll keep those. And we can sell all this stuff. I want to keep fish as well for minion's sake. And I guess I'll try transferring the Wake Rune cosmetic over. So we can sell all of this other stuff. Okay, that's about all of the things that I can sell. Everything's taken care of, and that got us another 70k. It's not huge, but it's something at least. And if I go back here, we'll just throw the spare fishing minion there. Now there's a couple things that we have left to do. We gotta finish the last remaining sea creatures, and that's a good thing to do while we have potions on. We're also gonna do some mining here. We have the actual items already, we just need to get the collection for diamond spreading. And then we need to do a little bit of manual iron mining, and hopefully I can get a goblin off of that. So right now we're just gonna do, it's about 100 diamonds here. We should get it really quick. There we go, diamond spreading. There we go, diamond spreading crafted, and then can we sell it? Yep, we can sell it. Good enough. I'm going to go into the accessory bag, get rid of this book of progression thing, and then it's purely just manual iron mining now. I have 15k mithril powder that I can spend. So a combination between mining speed and efficient miner is important. There we go. And we don't want the golden goblin to fall into the mist. We actually want to try to kill it. So apparently iron mining can get you a golden goblin. I thought that it was just non-vanilla ores, but I guess the block form of ores here, like dwarven gold has always counted towards golden goblins, so I guess it makes sense that this is called dwarven iron, I believe. Makes sense that this would count towards the progression for that as well. Yeah, no, this is actually a surprisingly quick collection to go through, so maybe placing fish minions would have been the better option. I just haven't really tested and figured out how good these ores are on bingo for actual collection progression. And the answer is that it's actually really reasonable to get iron and stuff now, even as an early game player. Yeah, it's not like insanely fast by any means, but that's already 1k iron collection. Compared to the 50k that my minions have made over the past 2 days, this feels much faster and better. And yeah, you have to spend a little bit getting your setup for like mithril powder to decent levels so that you get the mining spread, mining fortune, mining speed. But I think I'll do manual mining of this stuff in the future. I'll at least consider it for goals. Like diamond spread, I could easily have done all the diamonds without having a minion down. It's just about like, if you want to go pure lazy, then minions are the way to go there. If you actually need to get the stuff done really fast, like this is pleasant right now. I'm already up to 14 enchanted iron. I would not have thought of grinding this out. Like if you look at how fast I was grinding lapis in the lapis quarry thingy in the deep caverns, it was definitely not this fast. And I haven't even invested into getting like an upgraded pickaxe yet, getting a set of glassite armor. Like there's methods you can do to improve this. Unfortunately, the golden goblin does not want to show itself. I'm gonna tab over and check the wiki for this real quick. Golden goblin. What's the chance? One in 1,000 ores broken gets you a golden goblin. I mean, unless I'm going for the rushing sky mall, which no, I'm not doing the daily commissions for that. Yeah, mining iron block really isn't that bad for collection. Already up about 5k. I'm just trying to do this not for the manual collection. I'd be fine letting my minions finish it out. I just want to get the Golden Goblin community goal at least ticked off while I'm streaming. Because I'm pretty much done with other things today. When is Spider's Den rain at? In 3 minutes. So we have 3 minutes to get a Golden Goblin, otherwise I go back to fishing. Golden goblins are by far the most frustrating things to try to get. Like, of all of the community goals, it's the only one that I'll consider skipping over entirely. If we're looking here, it would be 4 bingo points to get it, but I don't have much progression in the way of other community goals either here. I'm not doing mining commissions, so I'm not getting my mining XP up. I'm not getting the total blocks broken here, because I'm not manually doing all of my iron. Well, it doesn't seem to want to play nice with the actual collection here. I think I sold my minnow bait by accident. I wanted to sell my dark bait. I did not want to sell my minnow. Oops. Well, we'll craft that a stack at a time. Because I need quite a bit of fish for the minion unlock. If I want to craft more minions. Alright, probably the last mining speed boost before I head out of here. Golden Goblin is an illusion. It's a myth. A tale passed down by dwarves. An illusory figure that only shows up if you choose it with perks such as Sky Mall and whatnot. That's frustrating. Well, I wanted to contribute. I tried. I think in this day and age, if you give me a task and it takes longer than 10 minutes to complete the task, then you should not expect me to be finishing it. Because I'll do it if it's a bingo thing, if I get rewarded for it, but there's plenty of people I know of who, like, their attention span for chipping away at getting a golden goblin on bingo, it just isn't there. I think maybe we need to revisit how golden goblin works. Maybe like a golden goblin pity. Like mine shafts, they spawn after a certain amount of time. Golden goblins, it'd be nice if they did as well. Yeah, because that's a bit silly. I'm gonna go do my fishing thing now. Warp. Spider. Back to fishing. So since we took such a long break, their actual progression towards the sea creature count, it should be updated on the API. So my current number is 222. I need about 28 more sea creatures, and then I'm done. And then I have Dolphin Pet. And if we're looking at my pets menu, it currently has 9 pets in it. We're going to be getting Pig Pet. We're looking towards getting Owl Pet, and we'll get Dolphin Pet. And then we're done. I don't really need it. But I just got a squid. So these two we're probably going to be doing through minions, through offline play. These two we're going to try to close out the night with. Worst case is I'll have to chip away at Arachne or find some other way to get a million coins. Once I get all the pet... Oh, no, because I was gonna say, I could sell all of my pets for money at George, but I need Owl Pet before I can sell all my pets, so it's not really effective. I don't really have any tools that I can sell either. Iron collection. Okay, are you kidding me? Stop being so fast at killing your stuff. Would have been nice to try and get the shard loot share off of the Sea Emperor. That would have been very cool on the stream. But no. Let's just one-tap the Sea Emperor because I can. Silly little diver man. Alright, let's put the iron away. Now they're giving me all the squids, now that I'm not going for the ink collection anymore. I see how it is, game. I don't know, it just gave me a bunch of coins, but oh, the fish and catch there gave me it. Anything for more money. Less than an hour left. We're making time, we're making progress, we got this. I'm gonna keep an eye on splash chat, maybe getting one more splash is possible. They did splash 20 minutes ago, so I wouldn't expect it. Oh, frickin' crystal. Crystal. Orb, arachne. Nothing else matters, they spawned an arachne. Must get top 3. Oh, they're helping out a bingo player, I think. I can also be the bingo player that is being helped out. It is getting a little late, yeah. Warp, arachne. Those tiny little spiders just infinitely eat away at my health because of the poison. Even without the poison, they'd pretty much be a death sentence. That's pretty good. Can I avoid dying? Alright, 1.2. And more crystals on the way. We got this. Arachne clutch. If anything, it's gonna be the pig minion that's gonna... Hello, friend. Okay, 1.4. That's another crystal. Let me keep her killed. This guy is crazy carry. Thank you, Nano. Hey Onion, welcome to the stream. Epic Minecraft bingo stream. I cannot remember the last time they had a minion T11 or T12 crafting goal. So, bingo is definitely a lot better than it once was. Alright, and let's get rid of this keeper over here as well. Each of these gives me a decent amount of coins for killing. Alright, that's a dead arachne. Collect all the items. Hide in a corner. And then we sell. Please go away. We sell everything. Get our coins. And 1.6. Progress. We need about 2 more of these and then we are all set for coins in total. We've made a friend. D-Way for the carry. Epic Minecraft days. Shopping away. Ow. My health is gone. So if you're the last person to hit the arachne when it splits, I'm pretty sure that all of the tiny broods start targeting you. That is the source of my demise there. The good news is it used to keep your poison on you after death. It now seems to remove the poison effect after death, so that at least makes things a little bit more manageable. Alright, make sure that I put my coins away. The goal is to hit 2 million coins. We're at 1.8. So that's one more boss and then we're done. And if we're taking a look at the bingo card onion, we have 4 more goals remaining. We do a little bit more fishing to get that. We're working on the coins for Pet Hoarder. Dolphin is going to be one of the pets. We're going to buy an owl pet for 2 million coins, and then we're going to grind for a pig pet and get the last pet done through that. I still want to kill a golden goblin at some point. We'll see if I can manage that. And we have a bit of a countdown until the stream ends tonight. Normally I just kind of end things when they're done and over with, but tonight we are going until the mining fiesta, which is in about 48 minutes, or when all of the bingo stuff is completed. So that should be the last one that I need here. Insane. And I'll let some other people, it looks like there's multiple bingo players there, they can try top placing too. I don't want to take all the fun. Alright, so with the soul string, that's the main thing that carries here, is this highly valuable string. I should be able to... Yep, 2 million coins in the bank. So I got a hub now, and I withdraw everything in my bank account. Well, that was a lie. I'm still 50k short. And I left the lobby. That's unfortunate. Well, this looks to be a cheese lobby, so cheese gives you extra speed, like extra production. It's 2x for 1 hour. So I'm gonna go try to find all the rats in this lobby, if they're still around. Alright. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate you joining YPC. It looks like someone else has killed the rats in the other places. It was just in that one area. There's another rat that usually exists in the corner somewhere over here. It also looks to be dead. Downstairs and up. Oh, this guy's temporarily alive. And one less rat usually kind of sits around either in here, kind of having a little picnic at a table, or in this building, and it looks like it's in neither of those areas. So I got a little bit of cheese here, but it's not as much as I was hoping to. If I go to my island now, you can see not as much pork as I was hoping to get from the minion. So we're going for 8 total stacks of pork. We're a little bit short there. I have some cheese left over, which I'll probably put as fuel on a minion before the end of the stream tonight. Great work, Outsider. Good job getting Dolphin. I'm about to do the same. Oh, it was rain. I distracted myself. The rain's good, Onion, because of the extra fishing speed you get while it's raining. It's about 50 additional fishing speed. So if I plop on my fishing armor here, it's the best time to fish. I still need about 20 more sea creatures. Anything that's alive that I fish up counts towards the goal of getting dolphin, so that's 21 more that I need according to the API. Unfortunately, I only have about 5 more minutes of rain, and I don't think I'm getting 20 sea creatures in 5 minutes. There's 2. Overall, I'd say the only big bingo event that you've missed since your break, Onion, is the secret bingo, which was all of the bingo tasks were hidden. You only got like a name and a hint, and you had to figure out what to do from there. There hasn't been like a special bingo that's run ever since then, and no bingo updates either. So I've just kind of been doing the same thing for the past couple of years. I imagine compared to some of the people, like I was running with a guy called Physics the other day, I move a little bit fast in comparison. I do bingo speed run essentially at this point. Oh, that didn't get me a sea creature for some reason. Through fishing, we can probably get the last bit of coins that we need. It's only about 40 more K at this point. And if we drop these treasure catches that give us coins, or if we level up our fishing, either one of those should get us enough coins. I think I'm also pretty close on mining, and I haven't claimed the mining commission milestone, so that'll be a bunch of mining XP. That gets me a mining level up, which should be enough for 40k coins. Recently on Skyblock they made it so that you get a bunch more coins for skill XP level ups. It used to be like 2,000 coins for reaching level 20, but now I'll just hotkey that if we go into the skills, it's like hundreds of thousands of coins, and you get like 1,000,000 coins for reaching a level 50 skill now. So it's not a huge money making method, but it at least gives you something to look forward to when you level up a skill compared to previously. Yep, 42 minutes. Once it turns midnight on Skyblock, the rain will stop and my fishing speed will go away, but we're gonna tough it out anyways. I want to get all of my 250 sea creatures and be done with the dolphin as well. The two remaining collection goals are iron ingots and prismarine shards, and the prismarine shards is a bit of a concerning collection. Apparently you only get about 20 per minion per day, but I think if I'm diligent with claiming, I won't need to worry about getting a fishing carry. Refreshing API to see if it's updated. Guardian Defender, hang on. I want to get maybe a loot share shard. No! I want the shard. Getting an enchanted shard off of someone else's Guardian Defender is a great way to increase your collection. Sea Guardians, though, aren't really that important. It's the Guardian Defender. On Bingo, they're really hard to spawn because you need a high fishing level. There goes the rain. API says nothing, it has not been updated yet. Still says 21 more to go. I got in early and I got the reindeer from the Winter Island, so that gives me a decent bit of fishing speed and sea creature chance. But it's significantly slower catching things, as you can probably notice. Is that a mushroom armor user in 2025? What? Your armor doesn't work anymore, friend. I'm sorry to inform you. I can track any progress opening up the bingo menu. I just don't know what else to do between catches. 4-letter name, nice. API now says that I'm 13 sea creatures away. The API is a little bit late with updating, so it's probably a little bit higher than that. Please. I just want to be done. killing other people's sea creatures doesn't count towards dolphin. You have to get your own. So otherwise I'd be one of those people who sits in the park killing everybody's sea creatures under the water. Alright. Sea Witch. I have a thing called a chum rod. So every single time I fish, I get one chum, regardless of if I get a sea creature. The chum could be very useful if I needed to actually craft or get some things, but at this point I'm going off of minnow bait. I don't even want to get the special chum bait that I can get. Like, there's certain strategies, like, I'll suffer through slower fishing, just because I'm looking and opting for convenience. But if somebody else were fishing, I'd tell them, like, hey, you should probably get the glowy chum bait, because it gives fishing speed and sea creature chance. This thing. It's equally good compared to my minnow bait, but it also gives you 3 sea creature chance. There's no reason for me not to get that other than the cost of purchasing it, which is pretty much nothing. It's just a little bit of time. And for me, I'd rather just spend my time fishing rather than grinding glowing mushrooms. So because of the remaining time that I have left until Mining Fiesta, I'm not going to be able to sit around and wait for rain again in this area, so I'm kind of forced to go now. I also only have 3 minutes left on my splash, which is not the best, because that's when my fishing speed potion runs out. I'm hoping that I get done soon. It was only 13 sea creatures last I checked the API. If I refresh now, it might even be lower. I can only hope. Two minutes left to try and get myself the sea creatures I need. API isn't updated, so I have no clue how much more time I need to spend. Craft myself a small bit more minnow bait. I'll manually kill the pigs for pig pet. I'm at that point where I don't have much care. I just want to be done with it all. I'm approaching the final stretch now. Surely these have to be the last few sea creatures. And there we go. Dolphin Pet acquired. And the goal is to equip it. That is a lot of goals all completed at the same time. At this point, pretty much every single bingo task that I complete is going to be doing a row and column. Yeah. Alright. And with that, we're going to go grind some pets. The first thing is probably warp mines. If we go all the way over to the king and claim our commission reward, that should get us the coins that we need. That's unfortunate. I smacked my head. Alright. And there we go. We now have enough to get Owl. So we go to the hub. And we talk to this guy here. And he will allow us to purchase an Owl. It's 2.2? Scam? Oh, that is rough. Okay. Well, I was really confident about that one. Back we go. The good news is we don't have to fish anymore, so we can just rely entirely off of elixir splashes. Let's try to find someone doing T2 Arachnes. This'll do. There's a lot of competition, but if I manage to not die and get a lot of hits in on the boss, I should get top 3. So kills on the broods also count towards damage and leaderboard placement. Position 7. Well, that's rough. Why are there normal profile people here? That's not fun. I can easily top place among bingo people, but I'm not beating someone in Shadow Assassin and Necron armor. Frick, dude. Looks like a ratting thing. Be careful if someone asks you to join a random Discord for a carry. I wouldn't join anything that's not like SBM at this point. People will do anything for money. Alright, I believe... Yeah, Nano was here. I found the lobby with Nano again. Oi. Turns out I need 2.2 mil rather than 2 mil. Lol. Are you done with crystals? Wait. I'm holding. Yay! There we go. Ow. Ow. I'm getting cyberbullied. Up we go. Oh, now there's a milestone marker with my mods. Ow. Alright. Now if I do trades. And I sell everything in here. Do I have the exact amount? I'm not getting swindled. Okay, good. Do I, again, smile. Super epic carry from that guy. Twice over. And there's another pet. And if I go to my island, we can see here the pigs. And the pig collection here is a little less than adequate. We need to get 2 more stacks, and that shouldn't take us too long. I'm going to put it in the hotbar for visualization. And we go warp, barn. And now we cycle around, and my only goal is to kill pigs till I get 2 stacks here. And other than trying to go for Golden Goblin Community before Mining Fiesta starts, that'll be the end. Finally! A bingo completion! It's not often that we get to finish the card on stream, and this is not one of those times, so for a little bit of an explanation here, the Iron Collection, the Prismarine Collection, I'm going to run these mostly off of minions. If I were to stream this content, it'd be running the stream for maybe about 2 minutes, collecting minions and shutting off the stream, and then doing that over the next couple of days. It's not really that effective. I tend to stop the streams and do the last remaining collection goals through minions, just checking in on them periodically, and I'm not going to live stream myself doing that. I usually record that footage as like a VOD thing if necessary. I may actually start doing bingo VODs, like a video highlights of them. We will see about that. But overall, I think that I've made great progress in this stream. I accomplished what I wanted to, and we are basically done with all of the active goals now, other than Golden Goblin and this silly little pig pet that I underestimated the amount of time that the pig minion needed to run, even with cheese in it. Alright, here we go. If I take out 1 enchanted egg, 6 more stacks of pork, pig pet. And with that, pet order complete. So, if we're looking at minions now, on my island, I have iron minions running, and I have fish minions running. And I'm thinking that I don't really... No, this guy can go. You've been demoted. I'm thinking that I don't really care for the iron minions to run much anymore. Because these iron minions, they produce a decent amount, but the main thing that I need to be pushing is fish and Prismarine collection as a result here. I have 800 more Prismarine shards to go for, and only about 40k more iron ingot collection. You know, we'll actually do a bit of a side tangent here. I haven't been fueling my minions the entire way through. If you're starting bingo late, my advice, if you're watching like a VOD watcher and you want to do bingo, or YPC who asked me in DMs to teach him the way of bingo, if you go warp mines, and the thing that you want to do is coal collection is actually going to carry your progress. You can get yourself a set of prospector armor, which is really good for mining speed. and you want to mine the coal blocks in the Royal Mines area. That's going to get you an item called the Enchanted Charcoal, and that gives you a slight boost to your minions. Cheese is better for your minions, but you actually have to go around lobbies and kill a bunch of rats, which might be hard to come by. I'm going to fuel my fish minions with cheese, and my iron minions with this enchanted charcoal. It used to be a bit of a grind. You'd go to Warp Forge, and you'd mine out all of the coal in circles there, but this vein block of coal that we're getting here is pretty good for coal collection progress. Alright, drop all the fish in there. Craft myself a coal block, throw this in the personal compactor, and then I don't have to worry about inventory management while I go for this. You want to do this mining during Better Together if you can find someone to exist next to you, or during Gone with the Wind. That gets you a good bit of mining speed. And yes, I'm doing mining before the mining fiesta, which is something I said I wasn't really keen on doing. But it has a chance of getting us to the Golden Goblin community goal as well, so might as well, I think. And it's better than running no fuel in my minions. Enchanted Charcoal lasts for about 36 hours, I believe, so you don't really have to worry about uptime on the minions either. You just kind of throw it in there and you forget for the next few days. If we take a look, it doesn't show in tab actually. I'd have to do widget, get rid of the forge widget, show the collections widget, show last earned collection. There we go. We've got our enchanted charcoal as we wanted, and remove that from there. And I guess I can do some iron as well. Nah. Already bored. So if we go into Hub and purchase a bunch of these logs from the lumber merchant, any log will do. Just buy like 10 stacks of them, open up your coal, and craft a bunch of enchanted charcoal, just like that. And they cycle around again. Enchanted charcoal. Enchanted charcoal. And just like that, if I put these into my minions, I'm going to do about 2 per iron minion that I want to have down. So here, they all get a little bit of this. And then this guy, I'm going to pick him up. So I'm not going to have that guy down anymore. And this guy can out. He blew the other creeper off. This guy can stay. And I'm going to want to build another enclosure here. So if I use these acacia planks. Hey Fizz, how's it going? Hi. Still alive. Drop that there. Craft a bucket manually. Unfortunately, that overlaps with the Iron Minion. Sure. I don't have much else to do, so I'll do that after the stream. We have 17 minutes before. That should be more than enough time. Iron, there we go. So yeah, if we take a look, that's about 40k more iron collection that I have to go through, and about 800 more prismarine crystal collection. Gives me a sec to wrap up stream. If I know. Yeah. I do start some early streams for you, Afano. I appreciate you tuning in. There we go. Huge fishing minion upgrade. Maybe fishing carry later. Pop down the chest, and let's give all of these fishing minions 2 hours of cheese to work with. Okay, we'll give you 1 more hour of... No, we'll give you 2 full hours of cheese. And then I should be able to attend and fuel these after the mining fiesta. Either getting more cheese before I go to sleep, or going for some actual more enchanted charcoal there. But yeah, overall, that's everything. I'm not going to go for a golden goblin on stream. I'm going to help Fizz with his bingo floor 1 run? A rank, I think. So with that, that ends off the stream. Thank you for tuning in, Afano. If you're a VOD watcher, thank you for making it this far in. You can join the Discord down in the description below to get notified of future streams, or subscribe with the notification bell on. I appreciate you all for tuning in, whether you're a lurker or a chatter, and I will see you next month, guaranteed for bingo. Bye-bye.